Clippers versus the nah, Clippers good now.
The Knicks versus the Wizards.
Yeah, something like that. That was not
Hey,
Knicks
bro,
versus Globe.
get real. Oh, mama, we not doing that. Damn.
PCC versus
GCC.
Y'all gotta. That's how y'all get at me. I gotta get my thumbs up. Y'all niggas is disrespectful on the set. Bounty Hunter Watts.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for football, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
With that gun?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get
I was trying to get the dude right under him. I still had 11 though. That is.
Watch twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. There.
On first down. Done. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because they are in sync. As we're seeing,
he ran right by him.
Continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check, hey, stand up.
Practice mode with intermission plays.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, wahoo! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Why did you go on playing
to his tight end Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come on first and 10 at the 46. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Yeah, I want you to make a statement against the Eagles all this time.
Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards.
People done figured the Niners out. He can't score.
Figured nothing out.
Got them old school games.
Just put up 41.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Oh, that's my offense.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion.
3 that tried, 3 that said.
Frustration. Off play action. Lawrence Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Oh, I gotta get this nigga accuracy, yeah, bro.
And a big turnover there as
that shit is crazy, bro. That nigga's running by himself. Why you lead the nigga into it?
Getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Shake it off, man.
When he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders
crazy. I never did that shit all the way over there.
Work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gurley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Winston, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play fake, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. We're scoreless after 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Winston on 4th down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end. And it'll be intercepted.
Any more excuses?
So Craven's got a one-hand pick.
His guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? Yeah. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down.
What you gonna do if my team go under by the time I get to you?
They'll try the left side. Dunn try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got a pancake schedule this year.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline.
I don't think you know what you're talking.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
They'll
bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down.
Broncos had a shootout with the Dolphins.
For them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished
why the
drive,
homies start laughing?
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a draw play for Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Winston on 3rd and 2. That's hauled in by Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Bro.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They got me running some weird ass shit, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Gurley again here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good pitch, Sherman.
Seahawk Richard Sherman. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Switch gears.
Now a give right side. It's done.
Oh, come on, Mikey.
Back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's
Oh, I
action.
threw it to the fucking wrong fucking person, bro. And he just got a fucking pick 6. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking myself over. This shit is crazy.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
You gotta play serious. This is a league
That'll be
game.
taken in the end zone.
Conference game.
And he'll take it back to about
I threw it to the wrong fucking person, bro. That shit
Going toe-to-toe with the Vikings.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing after the interception.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away.
Toast on that play. He was wide.
But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it.
Oh, that shit is done, bro.
Break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color
That
jersey
shit
all week?
burnt
Not
the
the color that you're
fuck
throwing
out,
it to.
bro. That shit fucked me all the way
Whatever it's
up.
going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Winston. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, yeah, he did some dumb ass shit. He did some dumb shit, too.
The 50. The 30,
Oh, he's so young.
past the 20.
He's so young.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
He's
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal
What
to
was
go.
he trying to
Not
do?
only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a
Yeah, he
letdown
did.
that was.
Hey, dude, you seen that?
He did some Dorf ass shit.
Instead, the other team
Oh,
registers
the
on the
nigga.
scoreboard.
Hey, Amir, you seen that? This nigga is Dice and Pat, bro.
So here's the kickoff now.
Yeah, the nigga was driving. What'd he say?
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dice.
He said I dove, and he pitched it back, and I picked it up and took it to the house.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys
Yeah, bro, I don't know what the nigga was running that whole drive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their
I ain't
next
wrong with
drive.
Todd Gurley. That's
Next
30
play,
kids.
you gonna be like,
Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more
That's
is
true.
I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
Yeah.
Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets this one
This
just
nigga
shy
keep
of
getting
40.
around
They'll make it
Sendejo,
back to
man. If
3 and
Sendejo catch his weird ass,
Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw is Winston. Caught. It's Ellington.
fuck, man. He's throwing it right to where I'm at, bro. These niggas is not catching the motherfucker.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first
And I knew
half.
he was finna go there. That's why I fucking
6
did
of
what
10
I
in this
did.
first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll throw again. Winston escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just
You
feel
play the
it.
Vikings?
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call
What
it
about
the
you, Amir?
24-yard line.
Have I played him?
Do you?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close. Close
fact,
game.
I
They're going to
don't
need to do a little
know.
bit better probably here in half
I
two.
don't
No?
remember seeing
I would agree
him.
with that totally. I would guess
Bro,
in the
this
locker
nigga's
room,
like-
they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be
This
positive with
motherfucking
the
user,
guys.
bro.
Right
You gotta be able to
there,
make a
just not
fucking
playing as well as
tackle,
we
bro.
need to.
I not know what the fuck is coming, though. It's crazy because I know it's coming, bro. I'm feeling the hole. I'm just not making a fucking tackle.
On the defensive side, Fred Warner. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are.
I got a feeling he finna go screen pass.
Play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm gonna follow right along.
What you think, Fred? You think I took a good guess?
No.
I thought he was gonna go screen pass, and he caught it, bro. I'm draped all over that shit.
From being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Gurley on first down. No chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had a big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action. Winston. And Stills bringing it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Again, it's Winston. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jameis again. Buying time to hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because
why does he keep running the ball?
The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
He would have probably threw his controller if he would have fumbled there.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Shootout.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down, it's done. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Ready? 15, line, 51. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go. Hey, high 7. Check 37, check 37. Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We go. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This is caught. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Bruce Ellington, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence looking for Cooper. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Lawrence, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the early struggles continue.